So, a new report has just come out from a company called WARC in partnership with TikTok, and they've been looking at the rise of search on the platform. TikTok is absolutely now a search platform. 86% of Gen Z internet users search on TikTok weekly, nearly matching traditional search engine usage like Google. There's been a 40% rise in searches every day in terms of what we were looking at this year compared to last. So the TikTok community is conducting billions of searches on the platform. And search is such a popular way to discovery as well, to discovering products, tools, guidance, education as well. And with the rise of TikTok shopping, we're also seeing a lot of people searching for specific products or product inspiration. So things like Valentine's Day gifts, Christmas gifts, stocking fillers. I'm sure they're all going to be big searches that people are doing on TikTok over the coming months. 3 in 4 shoppers on TikTok agree that TikTok is the go-to place to discover new brands and products. So if you haven't played around much with search on TikTok, I would really recommend that you put in a few words to do with your business, organization, or your products and services. So when you start typing in those words on TikTok, you can see the related searches, which gives you a really good idea about which words you should be optimizing your SEO for. So doing this keyword research is probably the number one thing I'd recommend doing when it comes to improving your discoverability in social media. Knowing what people are searching on TikTok is so useful because then you can start to integrate some of those words and phrases into not just your caption on TikTok, but also your voiceovers or even the subject matter of what your video is about. It also could lead you to optimizing your profile, so getting different keywords into your profile as well. And also you can keep an eye out for which hashtags are also appearing next to popular videos on your searches. The report also showed that audiences fluidly navigate between platforms when they're searching for products. For example, people who use TikTok to search start their journey, maybe 38% of people start their journey on traditional search platforms before turning to TikTok, while 34% begin on TikTok before switching over to traditional search platforms. So that kind of using of lots of different tools. And I think we will see a mix of LLM, AI tools coming out there as well. So maybe you start a search on ChatGPT, then you move over to TikTok for more visual content, and then maybe you finish with a Google search just for that extra credibility with reviews. So really interesting to see how customer journeys aren't clear. They are messy, especially when somebody is considering buying a product, maybe a slightly higher cost product. They might do a little bit of extra research rather than just clicking on an ad and purchasing something. Talking of ads, the report also shared some new data around the potential of TikTok search ads. So TikTok activations that included dedicated search campaigns drove 2 times higher purchase lift compared to initiatives without. For enterprise advertisers, TikTok search campaigns drove 2.2 times purchase lift versus initiatives without. And for enterprise retail specifically, TikTok search campaigns drove 1.9 times purchase lift versus campaigns without. So if you're not aware of search ads on TikTok, it's the ability to actually have your ads appear in search results. And you can check when you're setting up your TikTok advertising campaigns. There's just a tick box. Couldn't be easier just to include search ads as part of your campaign. So this works really well for consumer brands. I also think this could work incredibly well for food, hospitality brands as well, advertising on TikTok. And yeah, anybody who's really just looking for that extra visibility when they know that somebody is going to be searching. So as we kind of steam forward towards Black Friday and Christmas, 2 of the biggest selling points of the year, I think it's really important to consider how people are searching for your products, how you're going to get found on the build up to Christmas, and also whether or not you should be investing in something like TikTok advertising, which is a really low cost way of advertising digitally in social media.